What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Freedom Fire podcast, where we want to stoke the flames of freedom every single day. My name is Kendall Bowman. We got a crazy show for you guys today. Before we get into that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and share the show with your friends. Follow me on all the socials down in the description. All right, let's get into this, guys. Did Biden give the order to destroy Putin's Nord Stream pipeline after Ukraine invasion? Bombshell report claims Navy divers carried out mission to kill Russia's gas stranglehold on Europe, an audacious mission overseen by the president. This is from the Daily Mail. Specialized U.S. Navy diving teams carried out the bombing attack against the underwater Nord Stream pipeline, which supply Russian gas to Western Europe during a top-secret mission overseen by President Joe Biden, a bombshell report claims. Divers planted C4 explosives on 3 Nord Stream pipelines in June 2022, which were detonated 3 months later using a sonar buoy, which broadcast a signal that triggered the bombs, according to the report. The attack was carried out in response to Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine and designed to force Germany and other European nations to end their reliance on Russian gas, it is claimed. The move would also disrupt Moscow's income from gas sales, which have contributed billions of dollars to its war effort. The sensational report by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Seymour Hersh, published to his Substack, cites a source with direct knowledge of the operational planning. Behind the alleged plot, the White House and the CIA flatly rejected the report on Wednesday, branding it complete fiction. Full stop. Back when this happened, the United States officials were claiming that Russia blew up their own Nord Stream pipeline. Well, why would they do that? That's the thing that's making them all this money for their war. Oh, well, if you think about it long enough, it might make sense. Let's continue. Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines were sabotaged by bomb blasts on September 26, 2022, in an attack that ostensibly continues to baffle investigators, while analysts say the immediate impact of the attack was limited. Because the pipelines were not fully operational, the geopolitical consequences were huge. You can see some images here of how they believe that it went down. Russia has pointed the finger at the U.S., reportedly believes repairs will cost at least $500 million, but the Kremlin still hasn't confirmed the pipes will be fixed. The Nord Stream project cost around $20 billion and took 15 years to construct. In a compelling 5,000-word report about the alleged attack, Hersh claims diving experts trained at the U.S. Navy Diving and Salvage Center in Florida planted the explosives. The divers are said to have carried out the top-secret and highly dangerous operation during Baltops 22, a series of military exercises in the Baltic Sea carried out by 16 NATO countries. The U.S. divers reportedly used the highly publicized 13-day event in June 2022 as cover for their top-secret mission. The C4 explosives attached to the pipelines were fitted with sensors that enabled them to be detonated remotely at a later date, Hersh reports. Hersh reports that the explosions were triggered by a sonar buoy dropped by an aircraft. The buoy emitted a sequence of unique low-frequency tonal sounds compared to those produced by a flute or piano, which triggered the C4. A spokesman for the White House said the report is false and complete fiction. A spokesman for the CIA said this claim is completely and utterly false. Now, I want to stop there. Once again, the only other report that we are getting on this event is that the United States officials talking about this are stating that Russia blew up their own pipeline. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. And that's the only other report we're getting on this. Let's continue. In February, Biden said the U.S. would bring an end to Nord Stream if Russia invaded Ukraine. Well, there you go. During a joint news conference with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, Scholz, I believe that's how you pronounce that, Biden said, if Russia invades, then there will be no longer Nord Stream 2. We will bring it into it. Asked how he would do that, the president responded cryptically, I promise you we will be able to do it. The press conference was held as Russia was mounting tens of thousands of troops at its border with Ukraine in preparation for the invasion, which began weeks later on February 24th. So, we have here Joe Biden stating that he would do it. Then you have it happening. And then you have U.S. officials claiming that it was Russia who blew up their own pipeline. Guys, this doesn't make sense, what the U.S. officials are saying. It doesn't make any sense at all. But it does have massive implications if it is proven that the U.S. did this. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this journalist, Seymour Hersh. He's a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist, but I've seen Pulitzer Prize winning journalists lie about a lot of things. So I'm not going to go out and say 100% that this is true, but I do know that what the U.S. officials are saying doesn't make sense. And guys, if it comes to light with unequivocal evidence that the U.S. destroyed this pipeline, not only would Russia have every right in the world to declare war on the United States, but so would Germany, and so would several other European nations. You guys do realize that, right? Like, we destroyed this pipeline. If this report is true, that would mean that the U.S. destroyed this pipeline, forcing Germany and other European nations to stop using Russian oil and gas. By the way, that was right before Germany and Europe's winter, which usually is really bad. Now, they got lucky this year. They had a more mild winter. But if they had a winter that they are used to having, a lot of people would probably have died, because they wouldn't have been able to have the energy to support their system because of this. They wouldn't have had the energy to support their system. People would not have had power, and people would have frozen to death in their homes. That didn't seem to trouble Biden, though. That didn't seem to trouble our government, though. It didn't seem to trouble our government the fact that they were going to kill a lot of people, or that they almost killed a lot of people. Guys, this is dangerous, man. I had a video about Ukraine and the war in Ukraine. I want to say about a week ago, but I'll say again what I said in that video. The United States should not be involved. This is dangerous. This is a nuclear power. We are playing with fire here. We're playing with fire, because if you back Russia into a corner where they feel like they have no way out, which is exactly what's happening, what else are they going to do? They're going to attack. Now, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping just voraciously that this is not true. But at the end of the day, but Joe Biden said he would do it, and all of the logical thinking points to them having done it and not Russia. I don't know, guys. I don't know what this holds. I don't know what the future holds when it comes to this situation in Ukraine and Russia. But guys, this is dangerous, man. We're playing with fire. We should not be involved. We should be focusing on ourselves. We got our own issues, guys. People can't afford groceries. People can't afford to put gas in their car, guys. We got bigger things to do here at home. We got more important things to figure out here at home. than to be sending $100 billion to Ukraine, which, by the way, is a larger GDP than most countries get. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just extremely upset by this. I really hope that this does not turn out to be true, even though every logical thinking says that this makes absolute sense that they would do this. Really hope we don't end up in World War III, because it's starting to look like we're ticking off not only our enemies, but also our allies. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. I'll have another show coming for you guys tomorrow. Follow me on all the socials down in the description. Let's try to grow this channel, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next show. Bye, guys.